10 amazing books that have helped me become successful that most people have never even heard of. That's the subject of today's video. Gentlemen, I love books. Over the last decade, I've consumed about 300 books since graduating business school. Since graduating undergrad, that number probably has to be double. It's something that I am a voracious reader. Why? Because here at Real Men, Real Style, if I'm going to help you guys, I've got to first help myself. I need to stay on top of my game. I need to be constantly learning. In addition, I've got 4 young kids, and I want to show them by example that yes, you can be a lifelong student, that you can continue to dedicate yourself to lifelong learning, even if, you've got kids, even if you've got multiple businesses. I have 3. Now, how do I do that? Well, kind of cheating because I'm not always reading. Guys, I am a huge fan of Audible, the paid sponsor of today's video. And for a decade, longer than a decade, I've been a paid customer. I love this service. Why? Because when I'm traveling, I just simply wear my headsets and all of a sudden I'm able to listen to tons of books. And guys, every book on this list is going to be found over at Audible. Huge selection of not only books, but they've got original audio programs. They've got magazines in here. The app works really great. It always remembers where I leave off. And I just love that it works with tons of different devices out there. Guys, Audible has a great offer for you, a free audiobook with a 30-day trial. You just need to go to audible.com/RMRS or text RMRS to 500-500. One book can change your life, guys, and I'm about to give you a list of 10. You ready? Let's get into it. First up, we've got The Power of Moments by Chip and Dan Heath. These 2 researchers, who happen to be brothers, they put out some other amazing books, but The Power of Moments is their latest and I think one of their best books because it explains how you can create amazing moments in your life. In your life, you think about it, your life is defined by bad moments, by good moments, by moments that you just look back and you remember. And the idea is we can create more moments that we're going to remember. And they teach you a framework to actually do this successfully. They use some great examples, but I love the idea that you can create more defining good moments in your life. Next up, we've got Rejection Proof by Jia Zhang. Now, I had the privilege to speak with Jia Zhang on Skype the other day. Really cool guy, and I love his story. He's a Chinese immigrant, came to the United States with huge dreams, but he immediately ran into problems and roadblocks. That exchange family that he's staying with, they stole his money and he was sleeping in the bed of a murderer. He ends up speaking, yes, it's all in the book. He runs into rejection. He runs into problem. He runs into all these barriers. And what he realizes is it's just a matter of picking yourself back up. I've talked about this, guys. It's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you pick yourself back up. But most people don't, they give up way too early. And that's what this book is going to help you overcome. Next up, I've got Measure What Matters by John Doerr. Have you ever heard of John Doerr? Most people haven't. Guys, he's an original investor in Google, early days. And this guy backed Sergey Brin, Larry Page, and he's a billionaire. Very few of us actually measure things when we're trying to grow a business or we're trying to improve our personal life. And those of us that do measure things, we're oftentimes measuring the wrong thing. In this book, he helps you identify exactly what to measure and how it's going to lead to a huge return on investments. Next up, I've got Lessons from My Coach by Amir Karkouti. And don't be deceived by this one. It's a relatively short listen, but it has some amazing insights. But for me, one of them, and not to spoil everything, but it's to slow down. And they make some great examples in this book of how when slowing down and actually looking at, okay, what is the core problem? What is the real issue here? You can just have some amazing breakthroughs. Next up, I've got Younger Next Year with Christopher Crowley. Now, I really love the subtitle here. It's Live Strong, Fit, and Sexy Until You're 80 and Beyond. This book is amazing because what it shows is that I plan on living, I don't know about you guys, to 100. 110. And if I'm going to live that long, I don't want those last years for me to be mobile in a wheelchair or something. I want to be out moving around. And if you're 25 and you're thinking, how my best years were when I was 18 because I was in better shape, I didn't have this extra 20, 30 pounds. No, what are you talking about? You've got another 75 years in front of you. And this book helps you get on the path to looking forward and to taking care of your body. Next up, The Power of Body Language by Joe Navarro. And this guy, very interesting, was in the FBI, would actually go into meetings and study people and look at, figure things out. Then he started actually working in the private sector. So he's just got these great stories. He actually has worked a lot with people in the poker industry. So he goes out to Vegas and he can decode who's kind of got a good hand, who's bluffing, little things like that. I think that you can apply when you're out and you're meeting with people. You're talking with that woman and you're wondering, really, is she just paying me lip service here, or does she actually like me? You could look at their feet. You could look at his placement of the shoulders. He talks about this and gets into great detail in the books. Really cool book, highly recommended. Next up, I've got Born a Crime, Stories of a South African Childhood by Trevor Noah. This is not a business book, but this is a book about life. This is a book about overcoming difficulty. This is a book about triumph. This is a book about engaging with other human beings. And I love it when I can find a book that is just so enjoyable to listen to. He's got so many stories which I took and I thought I could apply them to my company, to my business. I can apply them to raising my kids better, having more empathy for my fellow human beings. Just a great book that I learned a lot from and I highly recommend. Next up, we've got Thinking in Bets by Annie Duke. And this is about making better decisions by approaching the decision-making process as you would gambling. So this is something I've never thought of that approach. But every time you do make a decision, it is like making a gamble. It's like taking a bet because you've got a set amount that you are risking on this. And there's a good chance that you will be wrong. There's also a great chance, hopefully, if you're good at decision making, that you will be right. So very interesting the way she approaches this. And I learned a lot from this book. Next up, I've got Essentialism by Greg McKeown. I love this book. I've listened to it probably 10 times in the last year because for me, this book is almost like a shower. Oh, so many times we allow the non-essential into our life. And yes, you can clear it out, but it's going to come right back. It's going to creep its way in and you need to take inventory of your life and cut off the non-essential. Focus in on what really matters. And you need books like this as a reminder, as ones that you can just go back to and feel refreshed. Go through Clear House. Amazing book, Essentialism. All right, I lied to you. The list is actually not 10. It's more like 25. So I'm going to zip through the rest of these books really quick. But next up, we've got 0 to 1, Notes on Startups or How to Build the Future by Peter Thiel. We've next got The Business of Expertise by David C. Baker. Next up, 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. The 50th Law by Robert Greene and 50 Cent. Own the Day, Own Your Life by Aubrey Marcus. Blue Ocean Shift, which teaches you to think outside the box. Extreme Ownership. I actually have everyone on my team go through this book. Love it. Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. Another book I've probably listened to about 5 times. Grit. The Power of Passion and Persistence. Talent is overrated. I've actually had my daughters listen to this one because they're very hard workers and it's something that, hey, I'm trying to explain to them, you got to put in the reps, you got to put in the work. A Short History of Almost Everything by Bill Bryson. So if you like humor and you like history, this is an awesome combination. I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Decisive, How to Make Better Choices. Deep Work by Cal Newport. I love this book and what's really cool is I'm actually featured in it. Mastery by Robert Greene. Why We Get Fat by Gary Taubes. Change Anything, The New Science of Personal Success. All right, gentlemen, now it's your turn. I want to hear from you down in the comments. What book have most people never heard of that would be a great read for any man that wants to be successful? I am looking for more books to add onto my list. Yes, I have almost 300 books here downloaded from Audible, but I'm always looking for more. And I'm constantly wanting to find books which are going to open and expand my mind. And that's what I love about a good book, guys. And if you want to get a free audiobook, go over to Audible. Again, audible.com/RMRS, or you can text RMRS to 500-500. Guys, it's a great deal. Great company. I'm proud to support them. And so you're probably wondering, what other books does Antonio have on there? Free the Future of Radical Pricing, Mastering the Rockefeller Habits, along with the book Scaling Up, Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. That's actually a great listen. Very, very business focused though. We've got Quench Your Own Thirst by Jim Koch, The War of Art, The Richest Man in Babylon.